Hi, my name is William Potter. I wanted to bring out a new idea and invention that I came up with. We bought a computer from a yard sale here about a few months ago, and I found out that the hard drive was crashed. So I started coming up with an idea, what if a computer can operate without a hard drive and customize it any way you want? Well, I came out with an idea. Hard drive and everything that we purchased was crashed due to some mechanic failure. So, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what this computer has. This one has 1 GB RAM put in. Processor's probably a 1.7. Now, most computers like that have a tendency to go out throughout time. Now, what we wanted to do was have a computer that someone could upgrade or anything without spending a fortune. So I came out with an idea for an online operating system that runs through an SQL database server. What that means is you don't have to spend a lot of money in a computer. You can customize your operating system online. So, with that said, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how this works. The hard drive and everything's taken out. A RAM card only has 1 GB. The only thing that is needed is your internet connection. Now, as long as you have internet, whether it's 3 megabytes to 10 megabytes, it's not going to interfere with what your server does. And other than that, I have a USB cable that's going to be connected to our main port, which we're going to be using, that has our quick connect on it. And then we have our monitor and our power cable. With that said, let's give it a quick run. Now, the computer and monitor is already set. What I'm going to do with the flash drive is I have what they call a quick boot on it. The quick boot will allow you to quick connect to the server with your operating system installed. I do not have the setup screen enabled at the moment, so you can set up to show you how it quickly sets up. Now what we do is we quickly plug in. Each person can have their own computer. Now what we do is we turn the computer on. Computer's running. And you see how dirty it is. It's pretty much what an old computer does. Now if we look at the monitor, we can see that the computer is actually booting up. Now, you don't have to really worry about too many hackings or anything like that, as it's SQL database. It's harder for people to hack into. We've got our evaluation copy. We have multiple copies made. So this is just pretty much for a test. Now this computer right here has 1 GB installed. Now, there's pretty much the same specs as what's in this computer. Right here. Now, do a quick test. This one has a 30 GB hard drive installed, which, as in the computer, no hard drive exists, but we can still run one. This computer will operate the same way as a normal computer would. I said all you need is an internet connection. Everything still runs like normal, no matter what your internet speed is. Yours won't interfere with how this one runs. Our internet speed at our house is maybe about 12 megabytes. So your server speed, no matter what yours is at home, yours will always be higher. This one clocks out at 61.8. Your upload speed might be about 60 to 80. That will all depend on what you set up during your setup. You can always have options to add additional storage, additional RAM. Ooh, wrong one. Right now I'm using Windows Server 2016 as it's cheaper to run a prototype on. There are other options that will be available, such as Windows 8, Windows 10 for future comings. You're able to set up your password using any of the other features. Like I said, this runs directly as a normal computer. Start menu, search, Internet Explorer, download your games. I don't have any games installed at the moment due to having to quickly have this done. Now, your Control-Alt-Delete button still works the same way as normal. Now, I'm going to do a quick test to show you our other one installed, what I call the Supercomputer. Supercomputer has more RAM and more storage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this one off and act like it's a different user. Turn it back on, everything's still in the center, still the same. Everything's still plugged up. A new flash drive is installed. The boot up screen will indicate that a new flash drive has been inserted, and the new operating system will be loaded. You can set up each person in your house with their own flash drive. The flash drive will give their own person their own little computer. Now this one has 64 gigabyte RAM installed, and that's what this computer was set up to. Again, the computer only has 1 gigabyte RAM. Still, runnable no problem, because you're running from a server. As long as you have internet connection, it's no problem at all. Your boot time, the longest I have seen our boot time, is maybe about 7 to 15 seconds. No matter what your computer specs are that you're using, from a computer that was built in 1995 to most recently, you still will be able to run it. This one has a 2 terabyte hard drive. And yes, that is correct. That is a 2 terabyte hard drive. Most people will spend between $2,000 to $3,000 to build a computer like this. Again, I'm using Windows Server 2016 for this. This one has a dual-core 2.3 processor. I did not take the option to upgrade it, as in I just wanted to show that more options are available. Again, everything still runs such as normal. You're able to set your RAM between 1 to 2 terabyte, sorry, 300 gigabyte RAM. Well, if I get the internet to pull up. Now, this server is what I have set as a high-tech computer, which we call a smart computer. High storage, high RAM. This one will run a whole lot faster than most of any other things. The speed on this one is enormous. Pretty much can do about any test that you want to. All your drivers and everything will go based off of your computer. If you have a sound driver enabled, then it'll run. 752.8 megabyte download. That's enough to download a gigabyte in 2 seconds. You'll be able to download all of your games or anything that you wanted to in a fraction of the time.